What up, YouTube? Back at you again with another video. This time I'm switching up the format, you know, because really something just hit my Twitter and I just wanted to speak on it now in a moment. And basically, what hit my Twitter feed was Chad Wheeler. If you all don't know what has happened, but basically, an NFL player, a Caucasian NFL player, a white boy NFL player, he basically beat his girlfriend to death. He claims he had a manic episode and he wanted her to bow down and she didn't, so he beat her to within an inch of her life. This is wild. This is racism at its finest. This is white supremacy at its precipice. This is just typical in America. But my issue with it is pretty much the response that I'm seeing from our community, from the black community. Because when Kobe passed, I remember Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey doing a post-mortem expose on this man's life. Like, so that just rubbed me all in the wrong areas. But now all of a sudden it's just this silence. It's like people are waiting for the media to lambaste this man or to criticize this NFL player, knowing that the Super Bowl is, I don't know, 2 weeks away. I don't really keep up with football, but I know the NFL is soon approaching. So what are the odds that they're going to put this story in the media and, like, what, create havoc around the Super Bowl? Or I don't know what their plan is. Maybe this can, they say all, media is good media these days. So negative publicity is just what it is. But I'm saying that we don't need to wait for the media to cancel this guy, because I've seen plenty of people getting canceled outside of the media. Like, when do we start waiting for the media to act and to really cancel somebody or to make something known? Like, it's mind-boggling. The response is so different than if it was a black man that did this. Like, look at Bill Cosby. Look at the Me Too movement. Like, these things were all generated at a grassroots level. This stuff didn't start in the media. This is what I'm trying to say. These movements didn't start in the media. They got to the media. So it's a total difference. And also, just from thinking about other situations that I have read about and had no clue about. Do y'all know who Jason Pope is? Jason Pope is a sex trafficker, or DJ Kid. He was, I guess, he was a DJ, but he was also involved in sex trafficking and spreading HIV. And supposedly he spread HIV to a lot of black women. And you don't hear anything about this in the media or just on Twitter in general. These stories should have been viral. These people should have been canceled. I mean, all the people that's getting canceled over trivial things, it's like, to me, I'm at a loss for words right now because I'm too caught up in the moment. But I really feel like it's a concerted effort to hide certain things. And I believe that it's a concerted effort to expose certain things. And what I mean by that, to be specific, is when you get a situation like R. Kelly, you get so many black women stepping up with stories about family members and friends and whoop the whoop that this happened and that happened and how it's like it's a never ending cycle. But then when you see these stories like this, it's swept under the rug. I'm not letting this be swept under the rug, man. We're gonna have balance and reciprocity in the community. It's just it's mind-boggling to me. I'm just flabbergasted by this shit, honestly, because what type of world are we living in where stories like this all too commonly are swept under the rug? Who is protecting who? I mean, I'm starting to get the picture now in my mind of what's taking place in situations like this, because you already know that the manosphere is new, and that the black man haven't really had a place to you know hear his voice, to hear his opinion shared. And now that there is a space for men, black men in particular, can speak, and that have always been present for the black woman. Y'all always had a voice in the dominant society, and now I'm seeing really where y'all putting it to use at and how y'all putting it to use. That's pretty much what I'm gonna say about that in a nutshell, because this is out of control. I mean, it should be so many people outraged right now with the protect black women hashtag as prevalent as it is down my timeline every day. I haven't seen one thing about this story, and it's mind-boggling. I haven't seen one thing about Jason Pope, the white man who infected black women with HIV. I haven't seen protect black women. How can we protect you from your boyfriend? How can we protect you from your jump off? I mean, this is an honest question. If y'all want protection, y'all need to be in order. It's that simple. You can't, anybody who you want protection from, you have to accept correction from. You cannot expect protection from black men if you don't accept correction from black men. It's just, you have to be on code with his program in order for him to protect you. You can't be all out of bounds and off sides and expecting that a miracle black man is just gonna be there to save you on enemy territory. This is incredible. I'm really just going over it in my head, and the more I do, the more things correlate to this topic. It's just sad, because at the end of the day, we are responsible to protect ourselves, each individual. And if you're not going to put yourself in the best situation to be secure, what can a black man do? What can anyone do? Protect black women. I mean, it needs to be a new hashtag. Black women protect themselves. I really need to see that. And then somebody else will step in after that and be willing to protect. Once because this waiting for a miracle type of situation, and it's not going to work, because you are putting yourself in danger. This is just incredible. I'm trying to let it all out without it being a rant, but it's not easy. It's so many different things that go into this topic. That's why I sit in this chair. Usually, I do my morning walks, and that's when I'm recording my YouTube videos. But it's the afternoon right now. Laker game for the jump off soon. Laker Nation, let's go. You already know I'm a Laker fan if you know me on an individual level. But this that we're going through as a people, when you really separate the wheat from the chaff, it's all a choice. And we as a people, whether you be a male, whether you be a female, we need to make better choices, because that's the only way we can maneuver our way to a better situation as a collective, as a unit. We don't have to move in such a disorganized way with nothing to guide us. See, what needs to guide us as a people is if each person has a decent moral compass, then your individual moral compass all add up to the collective, and then that sense of righteousness on a collective level can guide us as a people forward. That's why there's a saying that says that basically the direction of a people is not determined by the leaders, but but by the character of that people. So that's how you determine the direction in which a people is moving, by the character of the people, each individual person, and each individual person's moral compass. Is it degraded? Is it corrupted? Or is it pristine? And can they really navigate this world with clarity using their moral compass? See, that's what we need to bring back to our communities. You know, as long as we have so many people that lack judgment, that lack reason, that lack logic, that lack common sense, we're basically gonna be in this situation. And I honestly believe that situations like this with Chad Wheeler and Jason Pope, and with us, with the love of money, and it's gotten to a point where we need to take a step back and take a long look at our individual moral compasses as a people, and that's whether you be male or female. I'm not on here to cause division. I'm on here to bring us together, because the only thing that will heal us are strong family units. Like, the Black family is essential to me. We must bring it together in order for us to have success as a collective unit, in order to move forward in this country, you know. But situations like Chad Wheeler just really speak volumes about the direction I feel that we're actually moving in at this point, which is not in a affirmative direction. I believe that one day we will be in a positive motion, but right now, honestly, we're not productive as a people, as a unit. You know, one day we will be, but as of this moment, we have a lot of work to do. And I want us to begin to have tough conversations like this, even if you felt like this was a conversation or not, because I'm just ranting pretty much. But we have to make better decisions as a people on an individual level for us to rise above this madness that we caught up in. And that's your boy, Nick Anthony, on the road in a podcast of self-mastery and inner peace and enlightenment. I want y'all to stay level-headed. I want y'all to be positive, but be negative when you have to be, in order to have balance. And stay up.